Yeah. All right. Greetings, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is in your part of the galaxy. Hope you're making it a great day. Let's see if we can get up this guest star screen over here. Yeah, look at that. We got him pulled in on the guest star screen. We got Star Wars Dad hanging out with us tonight on stream. Just chilling in between GACs, so we got some time to burn, and so he's coming to hang out with us.
Well, hello there.
You want to tell people real quick where they could find you, what platforms you're on, all that good stuff?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm on YouTube as Star Wars Dad, and we're making Galaxy Heroes content, but really kind of just Star Wars gaming. So I've been playing some Fallen Order, trying to play through Fallen Order recently to get ready for Survivor. And I play some other games as well. I'm trying to work on that on the side. I was doing Twitch, but that's a separate story. So yeah, just look up Star Wars Dad on YouTube, and you'll find me. We'll have Cody Lay, who just donated, is one of a big supporter. Beskar Bandito, I see, is here too. So yeah, we got a lot of overlap between us. Just two old Star Wars dads playing Galaxy Heroes, I guess.
Yeah. Do you do the dad jokes on your stream as well?
No, but I could if you'd like. I can throw some in.
Well, if you got any, I mean, some of our fandom appreciates a good dad joke here and there. So if you
Well, if you watch like my old streams, I used to do a dad joke before every single video, but I think what I found was some people really did not enjoy that as much as other people. So,
well, the heck with them.
well, I think I told you this, but you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger is starring in a new movie about music composers, right?
Oh yeah, music composers.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he'll be Bach.
Yeah, he'll be back. Nice.
Hey, all right.
I like the one I used on stream the other day. I washed the car this weekend with my daughter. She was like, "Dad, can't you just use a sponge?" Yeah.
Well, that's nice because if she's got soft clothes on, that would be a nice little good buff on the car.
My wife thinks it's weird that I stare in the windows when it's raining out. I told
Yeah.
her it wouldn't be so weird if she just let me back in the house.
Yeah, that's fair. We've all been there, I think. We've all been there.
Depressed Wampa says, "Oh snap, my two favorite creators."
Well, Depressed Wampa, it's good to see you. I see other people. Alex RG's on there, Old Geezer Gamer. So yeah, some folks I know.
Nice, nice. Cody Lay came in with the super chat. Cody's an awesome guy. You still on vacation, Cody? Still chilling out with a Mai Tai in your hand or something? Hope so. Yeah, we're just chilling tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about Conquest. See if we can share any Conquest wisdom with people. So if you guys got Conquest questions, put them in. If you got any other questions, put them in too. We'll be happy to help out. So do you have some Conquest teams already set up, ready to go that you could talk a little bit about? You want me to start with my stuff, or how do you want to do this, man?
Whatever you want to do, man. I've got about an hour, so if you want me to jump into my stuff first, I can do that.
Yeah, all right. We'll see if we're doing it kind of the same way. That'd be interesting. Let me see if I can get this screen up where I can show the Star Wars Dad screen.
If I had to guess, I'll bet you are deeper into. I kind of go semi-casual on Conquest. Like if I don't finish it, I don't really. It doesn't beat me up inside or anything. Just primarily because I got a lot of other stuff going on with the game and streaming and doing live streams and roster reviews and everything. It's like,
Yeah, you're further than me. You've got 66 in the first zone. I got 65, and I'm only 9 into the second zone. So,
I mean, if I take a look here, and I made a video today, and I'm not going hard after Trench. I will say this: if a character launched or a ship that really impacted my roster today, I probably would go really hard on Conquest, but they haven't had that yet. Malgus actually will fit really well in my roster with my Sith Empire, but when Malgus released, I was still doing normal Conquest. So with me, it's a long grind. You can see right here, I'm at 210. So I'm going to be getting shards of him, and then I'll probably have to do 3 or 4 months of proving grounds to get Malgus. But I got to get that done before I really think about anything else. I like the idea of Trench, but I don't really need a bunch of Territory War Omicrons. That's a big investment for my guild when we're already winning a bunch of Territory Wars anyway. So,
do you get box 5? The 5th box.
Which one is box 5? Let me take a look.
It's not box 6 or box 7.
Really?
Correct.
So it's 2 less than 7. Is that what you're saying?
2 less than 7. Yep.
So would it be this gold box right here?
Nope.
No, it would be
this
platinum whatever box. This one?
That's box 5 to me. I think that's.
I don't know. I get to one of these 2 boxes. You know what? Yes, I do get the box 5 usually. Somewhere, either one of these 2. One of these 2 I'll get to.
So if you get to box 5, I've calculated up the number of shards.
But
if you buy the battle pass for $10 and you get box 5 every time, with no further purchases or anything, you'll get the character after 6 rounds.
That's cool. But that said, this is my free-to-play account, and I need to keep it that way because of
That's fine. I didn't know if you knew that. So I mean, it's just
that makes sense, and I trust your calculations. I know you're a calculating, much more calculating than me.
Yeah. Well, I proved it out too. So I did it exactly that way. I just got box 5 each time, and the last round with Kylo, Ben Solo, we got him right on track.
Nice, very nice.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with him, but I have it.
What you're gonna do is you get him to Relic 6, and then you deploy him in Rise of the Empire. That's what you do with him.
Yeah. I have to get a character named Rey built up.
Yeah, we've got. So we're doing Rise of the Empire, and I actually am in charge of Territory Battle for my guild, and I think that Phase 2, it's at least 6 Ben Swallows that are required in phase 2. So good lord, I mean, I don't think we have any in my guild yet.
Oh, you get there. All right, so we got a few questions over in chat. How do you know what data discs to go for early on? Um, it, Things that jack up your offense or help you kill characters are generally really good. So I see you got a couple zealous ambitions in there. Um, those, for example, give your support and healer characters a massive amount of offense, so they're pretty good. Things that give you offense when characters fall below 100%. Zealous ambition that puts the dots on characters that helps you kill things faster with the damage over times. Those are all good discs to go for early. There's a vitality disc that just gives you more health and protection. That's useful in trying to help you get 3 stars. The ones that give you protection back, I think Newt, you got one there on the Star Wars on the critical, right? So stacking fervor is another offense one. Go down just a little bit. There's one that's like something
Defensive formation right here. When you attack out of turn, you recover protection. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and then critical formation
here.
too. I think that
Yep.
does something similar. Yeah, so it when you get a crit, it recovers protection. Those are good for trying to help keep your characters alive and get you 3-star wins. So you got to take what you can get, but basically anything that boosts offense or keeps your characters around for a little bit longer. If you've got a really good Padme team, there's a disc that gives you protection up at the start of the battle, which is really fantastic for a Padme team. They start immune to debuffs, and it's really good.
And the Zealous Ambition is my favorite. Is my favorite data disc. I'll stack up 4 or 5 of these, and I'll just watch like Hux and Palpatine and Grandmaster Yoda will just one shots everybody. Just everybody he one shots.
Yeah, Yoda becomes a nuke if you get a couple of those, huh?
He's basically nihilist, but every turn is a smack, and it's a lot of fun. So along the way, if I can get 4 or 5 of these up, and I've got these guys with, it's crazy, but that's my absolute favorite one. But I try to grab like you said, these protection recovery ones. I try to grab these along the way whenever possible, just because it just keeps you alive, and it feeds that health a lot better. And yeah, those are my favorites.
All right, what's a way to get health steal up in Sector 2? Health steal up for me is always Emperor Palpatine.
Yep. Let's see if I can do one right now. Not against that. Let's find something I can do it against. Maybe there. Here, we'll do this. So I'm trying to get all my Sith. You got to do battles with Sith for this one, right?
Yeah, and you can also, if you got good Sith, you can also do this one with no leader. So you don't necessarily have to have a leader, because I think one of the feats in Hard Conquest is no leader feat.
It is, but these are the bugs, and the bugs in Conquest are insane.
Yep, they are.
And so I will roll with Treya. That's what I'm gonna do.
Fair enough.
Gonna do this. So here, I got my Sith team here. So I'll just do the Hellsteel up here. It's real simple. You can actually, if you get a, I try to remember how last time I had a data disc or something. I know what it is. If you get a bunch of shock spread out everywhere, you can. He just keeps taking turns over and over and over again, and you get through his cooldowns quickly, and he can apply it multiple times in one battle. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna get it here. I'm not even gonna do this. I'm just gonna take one shot because I want to get his health up, and these guys ain't getting through me.
I hear Malik's a good character.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, and now that doesn't matter, does it?
Ability blocked. Haha.
Here you go. So
Trade
right
clears
here.
It. Yep.
So you just pop this. Everybody gets Hellsteel up for 1 turn. Boom, there's 5. And if I can keep shock on everybody, he'll get I can let them go. Well, now he's dead, so forget it. So now I'm just gonna kill him. Like so.
Bonk. Oh man, you are merciless.
Well, I am mercilessly massacring them. It is true. But yeah, that's how Steel Up right there. It's just Palpatine on that third ability,
Yep.
and if you can, I think it might have been against Phoenix. It was against some team that I just had shock sitting on all of them. And he gains turn meter every time for every character that has shock. So if you get him turns over and over again without killing the other team, you can roll, 10, 15, 20 times on that Hell Steel Up, you know, throughout the battle.
Yeah, the other thing you can do is put in a team that's not offensive at all. And I think in the last Conquest I did that, and I just hid my Palpatine behind. It was in normal Conquest, not hard, but on the Optisio account, I hid behind Kylo Ren unmasked against like a Phoenix team or something like that, and I just played it
Yeah.
for 5 minutes and lost. And I don't even most of these things don't even care if you win or lose the combat. You're just trying to get the buffs. So like the one for defense up, I play a team with that, and I put Clone Wars Chewbacca in the lead, and then just a bunch of tanky characters. And it doesn't even matter if you win; you can still time out, and you'll still have you'll complete the feat in one run.
100%. I do the same thing myself.
All right. Let's see. EP Grief Karga can also do health steal up. But I think on Grief you have to actually have the contract before you get the health steal up. Is that right? Something
Let's
like
take
that.
a look. Yeah, I'm not sure.
If you were starting a new account, what teams would be best for hard conquest? Just Sean unavailable. If I was starting a new account, I would follow Imperial Doctrine or Hope of the Rebellion, and I would build my big capital ship first. In Hope of the Rebellion, you get the CLS team, which is pretty fantastic in Conquest. In Imperial Doctrine, where you build the Executor, you just got to build those teams afterwards, because you won't be at 4 million by the time you get your Executor. So then you build like a Padme, a CLS. Those are the two best, honestly. Just a CLS team or a Padme team, they're just workhorses. They do everything in the game. There's nowhere that they're bad.
I I don't see him with Hell Steel Up. Where is Hell? There it is. So it's actually his calling everybody to assist is Hell Steel Up.
Yep.
So you don't need, that's not a contract. That's just, I didn't know that actually. That's helpful. Although it's tough to play bounty hunters in Conquest. You got to pick and choose your spots in hard Conquest to get them to win.
But if you don't have a good enough Palpatine to pull it off, and you did have a good enough Grief Karga, it'd be an option. Again, you don't have to win. You just got to push the button and get the health steal ups to go off.
Yeah, and hey, that question, what teams would you farm for hard Conquest? Honestly, if you're starting a new account, you're probably a ways away from hard Conquest. And it's really built for meta teams like, Vader's always a contributor in Conquest, but you're talking about like SLKR carries me through a lot of these battles that, like, when I get Ewoks, I drop Kylo in there. The stunning they do is so obnoxious to me that I don't even want to bother with other. Vader might be okay when he's in Merciless Massacre, but yeah, there's a lot of teams where a Galactic Legend will carry you probably halfway through each sector of it.
Yeah, for sure. So my Optisio account, this alt account that I've got running, I hit 4 million right at a year. So I'm on 54 weeks and I hit 4 million. So it comes up fast, especially if you build one of the big fleets first.
Yeah. That's probably the pace at which my hyperdrive account, Nooch 2 Hyper, is going to be. So, yeah, I hear you on that.
Yep.
Oh, look, Intimidation's in here. What do you know? Would it be nice if you ever attended one of my streams? But that's all right, Intimidation. Don't worry about it, buddy. I know he's one of your mods, right?
What's up, Nooch and DL? Hey, man. How's it going? Van Ward says, I'll be happy if I see box 2. Oh, come on now. Hi says, you want to ask Nooch about my farm boy?
He loves that, man. So I do these roster reviews, and somehow over the course of like two or three of them, I saw multiple Relict, Zeta, and Omicron, even Farm Boy Lukes. I'm like, what is going on in this? What is happening? And so I did a Farm Boy Luke roster review because my roster reviews are character specific, and yeah, Hi was very proud of his. I don't. Did you win? I don't know if he won or not. Somebody else won, but I think Hi did win. I think he's got an Omicron on his Farm Boy Luke, and he brags about it for some reason. I don't get it.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I haven't taken much time on Conquest at all. I've been pretty busy last few days, but let's take a look at this. See what I've got. Padme team. I don't really like fighting Padme. Nest is kind of a pain. But one of the things you have to do on hard conquest, especially if you're, in it kind of with weaker teams, you can't just follow the golden path, right? You got to kind of scout around and see what route you can take to get where you're going. So I think I'll go here and then probably go up here. So what we can do is we can try to do multiple feats in the same one here. So I haven't even started. Okay, so we got Trench Conquest here. All right. So if I was to create a new squad right now, like Star Wars Dad was saying, you got to do teams of Sith. You also have to do teams without a lead. So if you look at the Sith, like all of the Sith that I have on this account have a leadership skill. I think Scion's the only one that doesn't have a leadership skill. So if I even want to mess around with this, I have to go to like lower level battles and do it. So it'll be something like, just what I've got, right? So that's not a squad that I can use for progress because it's just too weak. Separatists, same thing. If I go to look at my Separatists on this account, I don't even know if I can do that feat, all right? Because my Separatists are basically my Geos. So I could stick Geos in here and Newt and Watt, I guess. So
I've been really sorry. Go ahead.
I can make a Separatist team, but
yeah, for me, I've been really selective with the no leader team. Like I have not hesitated to go in with, if I use my Grievous, I'll just go in with him as a lead. But I think I'm gonna have to do a lot of cherry picking in Sector 1 with some non-leader teams, or using a First Order team with since I have Supreme Leader Kylo, a First Order team with that Galactic Legend mixed in as not the leader. That was the way to go for me. I was getting those done with no problem.
Yeah, you can do that. So I still need to do the target lock thing, and this gives target lock, right? So we can just go in there with a bunch of Separatists and do target locks with Grievous, and if we get the win, then we'll get credit for a Separatist fight. If we don't get the win, then hopefully we'll be able to do the feat. But basically, I try to do a lot of the feats for the zones. On the end zone, where we're farming for the Datacron materials anyway. So do you do the same thing, like go back to Sector 1 and just farm Datacron materials while you're trying to complete your feats?
Yeah, it's a really good place to do those feats. Just because easy's not the word, but it's just a great place to go in and like you said, when you need a bunch of target locks or you need a bunch of defense ups or whatever, it doesn't say you have to win a battle. So if you just put something in there that's going to generate a lot, like you're just going to get target locks over and over. Every time a character dies, you can apply, or you can attempt to apply 5 target locks. And isn't it just attempt? That's usually what it is, just attempt to apply target locks.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Every time somebody dies, you attempted 4, so you've already done 14. Now it's 18. And unfortunately, Spy is stealth, so now they're hitting Grievous. But hey, and Nick, I know my cam was blurry. I think it's something with Discord that was kind of wonky. So, but we'll, you know, DL and I we're old Star Wars dads, so sometimes technology eludes us. I don't know.
Yeah, the way his camera's coming up is alongside of his screen, so I can capture either his screen or him, but not both with any resolution. So we got 21 target locks in one battle, so, you know, maybe we have to do that 2 more times. But basically, it'll just use up energy and we'll get it. It's no problem. Same thing with the defense up one. You know, we'll take a team in there under Clone Wars Chewbacca and just let his leadership do all the stuff. I don't have the Inquisitorious units, so especially on Obtesio, that's just a no-go. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
So if I look at all these feats, you know, with my 1-year-old account, 20 battles with C-3PO and R2-D2, and then 20 battles with 000 and BT-1. I don't even know if I've got characters that are powerful enough to do those, because there's no Galactic Legends on this account, so I don't have an SLKR or anything to hide behind. So, but in terms of progress teams, these are the teams that I'm using. CLS, the Admiral Radis team is surprisingly effective, even in hard conquest. I've got a Vader team that I use, and then, of course, I've got the clones built on this account, so you can use the clowns as well. But CLS is killing everything. I mean, he's killing Revan teams and all kinds of stuff, so it's pretty fantastic.
My understanding is, too, if you get gas, which isn't, you know, a quick farm, but if you can get gas, he can go through just about, he can go through most or all of any conquest that's been out there so far.
Yeah?
Not with great stars, probably, because everybody's dying around him, but...
Get a W in the column and it's progress, so that's...
right, exactly.
That's not bad. So I made an early relic out of this Kylo Ren Unmasked, and he's fantastic for conquest.
Yep.
Hard, easy, anything. He's you can do the am I on zone 2? I am. I need to do this. I need to do
yeah, you did. That was that Mom Mothma team. You went the wrong direction.
I got to use my health up.
Right now, while you're doing that, I'm running my Kylo Ren Unmasked lead with First Order Stormtrooper to get my defense ups on Sector 1. So.
All right, let's give
But
this.
yeah, you're right, 100%. Sorry.
No problem. I'm just going through it with Palpatine, trying to optimize my number of. And see, I've got the volatile accelerator. You see, I got 34 damage over times. Oh no! Come on! I had the chance to click it again and I failed. Oh man.
No.
Talking and not paying attention.
You know, the cool part here is, I'm remembering this now, is watching. I've got Phasma and First Order Officer in my lineup with these, with the discs we're talking about, where support characters gain all their damage. I mean, they're just First Order Officer is one-shotting these bounty hunters.
Those discs with
an example here.
Those discs with the Imperial Troopers are just stupid.
Here it is. Let me put on one-time speed. So here's First Order Officer. He's a support. I've got 2 of those discs. He's got 68% offense for all his health or whatever. So boom, yeah, almost one-shot at Jango Fett there. We'll bring Phasma over here to hit Aura Singh on a basic. Let me look at how much damage Phasma does on a basic, because she's a support.
101.
And
You're gonna win too fast. You're gonna win before you can get your defense ups.
No, here it's just like my 4th round of it right there. I just did.
It's too strong. It's too good.
I know. I'm just too good. You're right. I should be stalling a little more.
Nuke's too good.
Well, that's true. That is true. I think everybody knows that. But yeah, you're 100% right that if you're in hard conquest... Oh, I missed there. I don't want to kill. I was trying to go back to... oh, well. Oh, we got it. There we go. Another one. I just did... That was 20 or 25. I think I just finished that feat. Let's go take a look. Yeah, there you go. No, that... Oh, I got a Datacron. There you go.
Armor up.
And I agree with you. For Kylo, if you're starting a new account, I think Kylo Ren Unmasked, there are a few characters that are just absolute must. And you can toss him into any lineup. I mean, if he's a leader with First Order, it's even better. But if you toss him into any lineup at all, he's going to have a serious impact in that if he's got his initial taunt going. So, let's see if I got this here. I think that's it for my feats. So I finished my defense up. I finished target lock. And yeah, I'm not getting ransom or Inquisitorius, so I'm done there.
So Cringe Joke says, I have a question. I checked my defenses for this season, and it didn't get a lot of holds, but it sniped a lot of banners. Should I make it stronger and not full clear, or keep it the same? So, in my opinion on GAC defense right now is you want a few good teams, like a few of your absolute best teams, if you think you can hold an opponent back. Like if you have Jedi Master Kenobi or Jabba the Hutt or something like that, put them on defense. Try to hold your opponent to fewer zones. And then put a couple tricky teams to try to steal banners from people and take the rest on offense. So if that's what happened last season for you, then keep it that way.
I'm in a Rhodium 3 with this account right now, and I just got Executor unlocked, and what I just discovered this last round was I could pretty much save all of my offense. I put like one good team on defense and stuck my Executor back there with the Negotiator, and I don't think anybody cleared my fleets. Maybe the last guy did clear my fleets, and I almost won that, but I barely lost it. And so I think that I agree with what you say. Right now, especially since probably just about everybody watching this is an active engaged player, so you're going into Grand Arena with a 4 million roster, and you're always facing 7 million rosters, and that's what I'm going through. Probably most of us are doing the same thing. Unless you really see an opening for a solid defensive stop, like if I put Springer Kylo on defense, it might get a hold once, but if he's got 3 GLs, I have no chance of getting through them. So I've just been taking them on offense, stick my big fleets back there and hope they hold or whatever, and then I just try to go for the full clear. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep. If you think you can get a ship hold, that's good enough. You know, I like building the big enough defensive team, and I mean that's what I'm planning to do on the TCO account eventually too. Build a big enough galactic legend, and on my Loquitur account I put JMK on defense all the time, and people struggle with it. I mean, even people who have 3 or 4 GLs, they just flail into him, and if they don't beat him with 1 or 2 tries, then I've held the entire zone, you know.
Yep, 100%. I know Jedi Master Kenobi sucks.
Yep. So you're working on the Star Killer team now?
Yeah, I'm on the Star Killer, and I've got Palpatine in here, and I'll just show you how you can mix him in with another team, and he can pop those Health Steals. Here we go, Health Steal for everybody.
Yeah, why not?
So hit it. Go ahead. What?
I said, yeah, why not? Right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't have I'm not going to take Vader into the Star Killer team. It's just he'll just wipe them all out in a one shot with the Star Destroyer. I'm not really going to land shock either here, I don't think. Let's try it. Not against... No, can't even hit him.
So somebody said that SLKR was bad in Conquest because you end up with a lot of his team dying. And that can be true, but, you know, if you got a good crew, you can do pretty well with it.
Holy Lord!
Oh, get to the ult.
Get a turn, big boy. There you go. No. I don't think this is gonna work.
You got to ult early.
Yeah, and I'm about to die.
Oof. That Star Destroyer, though.
He loaded that fast. I hear what you're saying as far as Kylo and his team dying, but honestly, I think any GL, whether the stars are good or not, can just get you through the map, you know?
Yep.
And getting through the map is... I'm not getting out. That's it. He dead.
The version of this team that they've put up with that Barris in the lead is nasty.
It really
That
is.
team is nasty. Yeah, I've fought a couple of those now, and CLS is getting me through them on the Obtisio account here, the little account.
I'm gonna try that.
So I'll take CLS against this Inquisitor team too, and pin down the Grand Inquisitor right here at the start. And with this,
So I have a question: why your turn order there? You had CLS and then 3PO at the back of it.
Yep.
Can you help me there?
What's the question?
Why do you have 3PO at the back of it?
Because he's not relicked, and I clicked the button, and when I clicked the button, it sorted rebels, and they come up by galactic power, and I just put them in the team.
Well,
there's absolutely no reason for it. It's not like I
actually put them. You know, if you put them in order, they actually will take even though they all go at the same time, they'll take their turns in order. Kind of like when they're assisting and stuff. And if I can get his confused on before the other guys, I don't know if it's a huge difference. But if they cannot gain buffs, maybe it blocks them from gaining a buff when somebody else hits them and they should be gaining a buff or something like that. That's why I put him in order like 3PO, Chupio, and then Chewie. Because Chupio's got something on his basic too. Evasion down, which has been a requirement in a lot of these conquests.
All right. So you're saying put the...
And I don't think that I'm not saying it makes a major difference, but it could make a difference at some point of the battle. It's the same reason that when you go with gas and the 501st, you put 5s last. 5 should be the last player on the last person on that team, because if somehow you all get AoE killed, he'll get killed last. You don't want him earlier on. If he gets killed first, then you don't get the sacrifice. But if he is in the last position and you make sure AoE multiple ones of them die, then you still get the sacrifice because he dies last in that AoE barrage. Does that make sense?
Yep.
My goodness, your skills are quite...
Somebody told me you've had Elliot Hopewell on your streams offering advice here recently.
Yeah, a while back. Yep.
Yeah, he's been offering me a lot of advice here recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has he been telling you how much you're wrong and you don't know what you're talking about?
That's basically the gist of it. And then
wrong teams.
And then when everybody on the stream says something about it, he's like, I'm just saying things, and I'm not, Anyway, it's an interesting. He has a very direct style of feedback. How about that? Is that fair?
No, that's not fair.
Look at this! I didn't get it. I should have gone for Starkiller, I guess. Wow.
All right, who'd you kill first?
I killed Barris first. Is that not the way to go?
You got to get Starkiller.
All right, let's get him. Let's try it again.
So I think the way I did it was I stunned. What's her name? Visas
You can't
Mar.
stun.
So I try to keep Visas Mar under control, because even if you kill, I think we lost him.
Stun, as far as I know.
I think we lost him.
Hang on.
Got to restart your camera and stuff, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Okay, hang on. Weird.
We got the big U. Full screen.
Hi, everybody. I don't know what happened there. I didn't touch anything, so I don't know.
Maybe your internet dropped out for a second or something.
Can you see my game again, or is it gone? You got to redo we don't want to redo the whole thing, do we?
No, you got to relaunch your game. I can't see it.
The game is out there. Well, don't worry about it. You know what? Something just went bonkers, so you can just run in yours for a little bit.
All right, I'll let you reset it.
I got about 10, 15 minutes left anyway. I'm gonna have to head out, but
all right, that's cool. All right, let's catch up on chat then and see if we can answer some mutual questions again. I have a new hyperdrive bundle account, rushing Executor instead of focusing crew. I'm going to Relic Boss, Anakin, and Ahsoka for fleet domination until Executor. Interesting strategy. It's all good ships. I mean, you won't be sad with those ships, and Anakin and Ahsoka will go under Negotiator eventually too, so that's cool. I got 10 holds this week with Starkiller. Nice. Not a single opponent got through him in Erodium 4. Wow, that's cool.
that is cool.
Hey DL, loving the collab. Ransom feat is easy with a 3-star Hondo. Really? Ransom feat is easy with a 3-star Hondo.
Well, that's what he does, right? So
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, ransom is his special. It's his whatever the Inquisitors. It's his fear. It's his that's what he does. Huh.
Let's go look how ransom works. Maybe we can get that feat. All right. Because we all have Hondo from the Marquee, right? All right, so 3-star Hondo. I don't want to kill you per se. Okay, protection, gains protection up, defense, stuff, fine. Good for business. He gains a stack of ransom whenever he evades an attack. Huh. Okay. So basically we just got to keep him evading. Is there a way that he just keeps evading? Deal special
Yeah,
damage.
Yoda in there with foresight or something, but
Gain 1 stack of ransom for the rest of the encounter. All right, so you just basically put him in there and like against a you got to be able to put him in against something like a Phoenix team or something like that with not much area effect. Hide him behind a tank and just keep clicking buttons to give him ransom. Interesting. Huh, I'm going to have to try that. I don't think it'll work at gear at 3 stars level 1. Probably actually have to put a little bit of gear on him so he doesn't die instantly. Get sneezed on or something. Cool. I'll definitely try that out. All right. 3-star Hondo. TK's in the house. Hey, TK. Just another consumer says, I do great with SLKR and Conquest, only on the unlocks. Crew holds well and spamming stun with Hux and First Order Officer means the enemy team doesn't do much while SLKR builds. Yep. I think SLKR is fine. You do get a lot of 2-star wins with him. I mean, usually like a character on his team dies. But like you said, he gets you past the node and life is good. Qui-Gon Jinn's Omicron team worth it. I'm only missing Jedi Knight Anakin at 7 stars. The rest are 7. He's at 6. Just need a few mats. Yeah, sure. It's good for offense. So Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron triggers off of a character's speed. It's kind of unique in the game. So you can have pretty trashy characters as long as they have, any kind of speed at all. 250 speed translates to 7,500 offense. So, but with 7-star characters that aren't even gear 12, you want to look more toward using that as an offensive team instead of a defensive team. That's what I would say. But yeah, it's absolutely worth it.
I think the Qui-Gon Omicron is the very first Omicron you should get, and I don't know. It's so cheap and it's so easy to use, and yeah, you'll come right into Grand Arena just blowing everybody away immediately.
For the profundity build that I did, I'm recommending Dash as the first Omicron. Because you got to build him for profundity, and he's a Cantina character. You can build him pretty quickly. And that Dash Omicron, put him in with Vandor and L3, and L3 just dies 100 times, and you just don't care. And Dash
that makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
And Dash just kills everything. So Qui-Gon's good. Qui-Gon's good for sure, but that Dash Omicron's been fun for me. I've been wrecking stuff with that. Although it does seem there, I don't know. There's some stuff sometimes that's pretty glitchy
With Dash?
with the resurrect mechanic. I was fighting Tuscans recently, and I was trying to time out the area effect to kill both Tuscans, and I missed it a couple times, and I was working on getting it again, and I just shot one of the Tuscans with a basic, and he died, and he never resurrected. And I still to this moment, I can't tell you why. It wasn't a skill that prevented him resurrecting. He should have just came back to life. And just randomly one time he didn't. And I feel like that's also happened with my L3 at least once, where she died and didn't come back, and there was no reason for it.
Yeah.
Interesting. CLS basically counters anything in Conquest except Old Republic with Nest. Yeah. You can get in trouble with Nest because you just time out against her. You got to let her take turns. All right. People just chatting. Other questions in here? Wouldn't you want OG Chewie second for the tenacity down? Confusion can be resisted, I believe. Just a heads up.
I'm not super familiar with his ability. He sounds like you're using him more than I am.
I'm reading chat. Tenacity down on Chewbacca's basic? Huh. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict tenacity down. It would make more sense to put that first. Interesting. So then what we actually want is something like Chewbacca. This is my buddies team that I put together. So Chewbacca, then C-3PO, and we gotta have R2 in this team for the quest. And then I'm not using the Chewpio. I'm using Han. So we do it like that. Interesting, yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm in much better shape on the Loquitur account. I got Jedi Master Kenobi as a GL to do these the harder teams, so that's nice. I've got a Sith Eternal team that does pretty good now too. Let's take this CLS team in here against this crazy Mandalorian stuff. When you got to take off, man?
I gotta get going here in a few minutes, and I just can't stick around for too much longer. But yeah, we should you gotta come on one of my Grand Arena streams and tell me how to do it right, because I get lost.
If you're looking for gameplay advice, I'm not your guy.
Oh no, come on, man. We do a lot of voting on my Grand Arena streams, so we'll get in there and I'll be like, man, I think I might use this team, but you're saying this team, or even like one character on the team. Should I pop? Should I have C-3PO in here, or should we go with Darth Malak? That's not an option. But, which one should we go with? Darth Malak or Savage Opress, I guess might be and we'll get everybody to vote on it and go in there with that. And then the thing is, if I lose with that, it's not my fault. It's my viewers' fault, and I feel better about that.
Plausible deniability.
Exactly.
Nice.
No, we have a ton of fun on streams, and we'll get you on this next few weeks, and when we get Grand Arena going again, you can come on and give me some good advice.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun. I'd come over and hang out and harass you a little bit. Ew. We're not gonna make it. These Mandos are too tough. For
Not
me.
looking good.
Yeah. You gotta bring.
It's Sabine, man.
Yeah, I gotta bring a real fifth one in here. So putting that R2 in is it's a liability. Trying to get the feat.
Right. Or if you put him in for, I've put him in for like trying to get stealth and stuff before, but when he's gear 9 and they target him immediately and he just dies, and you're just like, that was kind of a waste.
Yep. Where's our dude? Where's our Chupio? I think Chupio is still gear 12 on this account too. I don't have him relicked yet. We're working on the CLS team right now. Chupio and 3 are my next 2 relics. Getting there. Getting there.
Tier 12 Chupio is still kind of a monster. I actually did tier 3 of the Empire Assault battle with a gear 12 Chupio.
Yep. Nice. Tier 3.
Yeah, he's just an absolute beast.
You said tier 3?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Tier 3. Everybody else was I had them all relic 3, and then he was gear 12, and I finished tier 3 with that.
Nice. Yeah, this is making a pretty big difference. That stat sharing, getting 20% of Luke's stats on everybody is pretty nice.
Hi, Sean, unavailable. How you doing?
Pew. All right. Yeah, so we cleaned it up, no problem with that team. Don't get feat completion, but at least we got the battle done. We'll have to look for softer teams to put that R2 unit in.
There you go. Hey man, I'm gonna duck out. I appreciate you having me on just to chill with you for a while.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's great. Appreciate you hanging out with us, and I'll put the big face cam on here so you can plug yourself again, talk about your stream, where to find you, all that good stuff.
I think everybody enjoys seeing my big face. So yeah, so hey guys, Star Wars Dad on YouTube, just jump over. We're doing the Galaxy Heroes. I think that the fun part is that Loquitur and I I'd say we are of a similar generation at being Star Wars dads, and I get a lot of people to my channel that are also Star Wars dads, or that are young people looking for a Star Wars dad, but we kind of have different approaches to the game. I think you've got a lot more cerebral chill, and I'm out there having fun and dancing and screaming and yelling and really just trying to crush some stuff. I really the game is a lot of fun for me. It's even a lot more fun when you guys join the stream. So pop over there to Star Wars Dad, and then make sure next week when you're subscribing, look for your pal Darth Loquitur to jump onto one of my streams and teach me how to do Grand Arena the proper way.
All right, sounds good, man. Thanks for hanging out.
All right, sir. We'll talk to you later.
All right, cheers.
Bye.
All right. That was fun. Get another opinion. Get another cool guy over here to hang out with us. Nice. All right. Do you think TIE Defender will replace the Vulture droid on Iden's node? Anytime they put a character and their ship on the same node, it's pretty fantastic. So if they do that, if they put the ship on Iden's node, that's going to be really good. Really good. They typically haven't moved stuff. So if you go back and you look at the history of how they've put stuff on nodes, when they put stuff on ship nodes, they've been kicking characters off of ship nodes and putting them in elsewhere. And when they typically put a character onto a node, in the past there were characters that were duplicated, like Anakin had 2 nodes, and Bindo, I think, had 2 nodes, and there's some characters that had 2 different nodes, so they put a character or a ship on those nodes, and now they're doubling up. So no, I don't think so. I think Iden will stay with Vulture Droid on that node, and I think they'll just plop that ship into a ship node, and maybe maybe they'll double up with the Rebel Y-Wing and kick Grief Karga down to characters, or Shock T or something like that. I think they're more likely to put it on a ship node and kick characters down to farm nodes, regular nodes. TK says, I didn't get Phoenix or Nest in Sector 1. Nice. Strives is in the house. Hello there. Hey, Strives. I have about 700 prestige built up. How much of that do I need when I actually unlock the Executor next month? You need 1900 total to finish out a capital ship. But if you're just unlocking the Executor at like 4 or 5 stars, you won't need that much. I think a 5-star Executor takes something like 800 or 900 prestige to max everything out. Maybe not even that much. Most of the prestige gets used up at like the level 7 and 8. So if you're not taking the Executor to 7 stars, 700 will be enough. If you're going straight to 7 stars, then you're about a third of what you need. All right. Hey, I can put these headphones down. Don't really need to be listening to anybody else now. Get my ears freed up. All right. What's next for the Loquitur account? Loquitur's working on Jedi Knight Luke into Jabba. We're going to stay pretty focused on that. I'll get Jedi Knight Luke. We'll build a team around Jedi Knight Luke. Probably just Relic Bastil and Old Ben and Jedi Knight Revan. Those are all characters we're going to want anyway. And since we're not going for Jedi Master Luke right away, Jedi Knight Luke needs a good team built around him. So we'll try to build a team that's a known... I think the Jedi Knight Luke team is pretty reliable for killing things like SLKR on defense. So we'll take an interlude to build that, and then we'll finish out Jabba. And we'll see where we're at. I'm farming up stuff for Afra too. Afra looks like so much fun, so I'm farming that stuff up in the background. So basically, the plan for all of 2023 is Jedi Knight Luke and his team, Jabba, Afra, Starkiller, JML. Get as much of that stuff done as I can. Or, who knows, I mean, if a new GL comes out and it looks like within striking distance, I'll probably do Jabba and then go for the new GL. Just keep getting the big ones. Get Jedi Master Luke whenever I can. What's weird is that there are hard ship nodes with no farmable. With no characters. Why don't they use those? DL, your sound is low. Well, my sound is where it's usually at. I don't, you know what? Maybe it's something with Discord. Make sure we disconnected this call. Okay. Yeah, that call's disconnected. I don't know. I don't know. The sound is where it's always at, so I don't know what to say. If I'm too quiet, I don't know how to fix it. My volume settings are all good. They're all where they should be. Is it quiet for everybody? I'm pretty close to JML. Just another consumer says, what did you do last? TK says Leia. How long do you think Jabba will take? Well, again, building the Jedi Knight Luke team, I put it right at about 6 months from the start of the year. So my relic rate on the Loquitur account is pretty strong right now. I'm relicing a character about every 9 days on the Loquitur account right now. So with that rate, we'll have Jabba unlocked and have the alt sometime around June. With Jedi Knight Luke and his team and Jabba. And then, like I said, we'll see about Afra and Starkiller and that stuff after that. Sound is fine for me. Star Wars Dad was just really loud. Huh. That's weird. That's interesting because I did a recording. I recorded us both and tried to make sure that the sound was equalized. And his voice and my voice was equalized when I recorded it. So that's interesting. It's interesting that he came through louder on the stream. All right. Well, I'm probably not going to hang out too much longer on the stream itself. If you guys got more questions, I'll answer them. I'll do a little bit more Conquest here, but then I'll probably be jumping off. Just chilling out, doing a chill stream. Talking with Star Wars Dad. He's a fun guy. Really interesting. All right, Trippin' Zed. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to change this team around. And we're going to put Cat in the lead. And let's see if we can beat up some Phoenix with this team for 3 feat completions. Well, at least 2 feat completions. So we'll have those 2 guys for a feat completion. And then no leader. Leaderless. Oh, the robots are gone. Lost my robots. Oof, not having him in leader spot's a pretty big setback, huh? Look at this. That's really a lot of skills and a lot of stuff that's not happening. Oh, and it's not all Galactic Republic stuff. Oof. We should get our damage ramped up here pretty quickly, though. Should be able to take him out. See if we can get Sabine out of here. Not quite. Got the taunt back up now. Hang in there, Kenobi. Let's see. We'll yeet him out of here. Actually, I think we want Chopper gone more. Get that passive out of here. All right. Oh, she had the... Oh, man, I didn't see she had the Hera buff on her. Got to come back to life. All right. Oof. Let's do this. Make sure he stays alive. We'll do this, send Kenobi over. The no lead thing is killing me right now. Yikes. Grand Inquisitor put my salvage into a terrible spot. I have nothing. Well, you have Grand Inquisitor though, right? So you have something. You have something to show for it. Rich Gwynn says, can you do a roster review? Typically not going to do roster reviews unprepared, so if you want somebody to take a look at your roster, just come hang out with us over on the Discord. Ask any questions you have about your roster over there and somebody will help you. Or I will if I see it. So let's make sure we got a quest completion for that because those guys got picked off. Just make sure that it's okay if they're dead. Alright. Alright, so we got a quest completion here with 000 and BT1. Went from 1 to 2, so yeah, we're good. Got another one here with no leader in the leader slot. 3PO and R2, we failed on that one. So that's all I've done so far for this Conquest is basically I'll work through the zones and try to get the feats. And then the teams that I've built are just teams where I'm trying to do multiple feats in the same one. So we've got a Sith team with no leader. So here's the no lead Sith team. And again, these are low star wins without the right leader in there. Basically, you'll end up with Sith Eternal being the only one left alive. The Separatists with no lead. I was able to complete a battle with that on Zone 1. It's pretty awful. But yeah, anytime I can double up and duplicate feats, I'll try to do that. And those battles are throwaway. Oh, come on. I clicked too fast, so I'm in with Kenobi again. Oh, great. We'll get a couple more feat completions out of there, and then we'll use the Separatist team, and we'll try that. I'm actually just going to target him and put it on auto and then talk to you guys. See if this computer can do it on its own. Russian Diggity says, I want to say thank you for everything. You're the best content creator in Swigo, in my opinion. Your input is always based on personal experience and data. Love you and keep it up. Oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate that. The Comic Chase says, glad I caught this. Thank you, DL. Happy to help. With Trip and Z, you can have a great leader and also take R2 and C3PO and work on both of those feats together. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. You could have all of those. You could do C3PO, R2, Trip, and Zeros, or BT1 all in the same one. You'd have to have like Jedi. Let me see. Maybe Jedi Knight Luke could do it. Lord Vader could probably do it. I don't know if Kenobi could do it on his own. But you're right. That could definitely work. Just win from the leader slot and put 4 people in there. Heck, if Kenobi can do this on his own, you could even put one of the robots into the lead spot and do like 4 quests. Well, 3. You'd get the friends. Yeah. Interesting. Want to try that? We're going to try that. We are going to give it the old try. The bounty hunter teams here at the end are a fairly strong team. So I don't know that I'm going to get what I want out of this, but yeah, why not, right? Let's see if we can do it all. No lead. C3PO, R2, Jedi Master Kenobi. We're gonna go buy some of this. That's only 10%. That'll put him at 90%, right? That's probably enough. Good enough. I don't know if 80% is going to be enough. Super weak. Let's see if Kenobi's got what it takes to cut through these guys. All right, we'll try to hit Embo first. Yep. Kenobi's solo in a hurry. Do the same thing. We just put it on auto. Let it run. Yes, he's not gonna make it. Nope. Nope. All right, let's put him in the lead slot, maybe. Yeah. Or pick a weaker team. Did I fight any really weak teams on my way here? Ugh. None of that looks appetizing, does it? Ugh. There's the Phoenix right there at the end. That's rough. Yeah, I'm not sure I can do it with just Kenobi. I think if you had Lord Vader here, you could put Lord Vader in the lead and do both of those at the same time. But again, I don't mind if I have to farm some of the quests here on level 1 against these bounty hunters, because what we're doing is we're stacking up Datacron materials and Datacron money. And, you know, this is how we're going to get our Datacron stuff. Alright, let's try to keep Grievous alive as long as we can. Do this Separatist team with no leader. We got Watambor stepping up to the leader position here. We're going to give Dooku the box. Let's give this box to Dooku. Ooh, he's going to get killed. Come on, Dooku, man. We got to get him under stealth. There he goes. All right, we're good now. We can recover. Might be good to put the Geo Brood Alpha in here, but my Geo Brood Alpha is like gear 11 on this account, so it's not exactly fantastic for getting stuff done. All right, Magna Guard doing his job. Hit Bosk a few times. I want Embo damaged because I hate when Embo has protection. Yeah. Alright, let's get in there. Light him on fire again. Okay. Let's get Embo out of here. Well, we'll just do area effect again for now. There we go. Alright, bye Embo. Let's go over here. I don't think we can get the stun, right? Oh, we can. Even with damage immunity, we can get a stun on him. That's nice. Alright, get on in there. Shock him. Put everybody on fire again. She should die next time she takes a turn just from the dots. Come on now. That gave him back the bounty hunter buff. Bounty hunter's resolve or whatever it's called. Okay, come on now. Get him out of here. Alright, so we get a no lead win with an all separatist team, so we're doing 2 quests at once. I tried this again, and this team is just so borderline that if they've got 100%, I can beat it like that. But if I go in with it at 90%, I won't get it. So we'll wait until they're back at 100% tomorrow morning, and we'll just keep doing like 2 of those a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, and we'll get through the separatist quest that way. So that's it. I'll show you the discs on this account. I don't remember if we went through the Loquitur discs. You can kind of see what we're doing with the discs. We got a vitality one. This is recovering health. That one will go out. It's just in there now because I don't have other stuff. There's the stacking offense, ruthless offense, volatile accelerator. So it's just a bunch of offense stuff. I haven't found one of those healer ones yet. And this one, losing turn meter on a critical hit, I'm not even using that one. So this is kind of a weak set of discs. It's really not what I want. I want protection recovery, not health recovery. The offense stuff is good. This thing about these ruthless offenses, I've played around with it, and I can't say 100% for sure, but I believe that you can only have one of each color. Because I had like 3 of them that were green one time, and I could take 1 of them, 2 of them, or 3 of them, and the battles played out the same way. So I don't think that 3 of the same color of those stack. But if you have different colors, they do seem to stack. Because one will give you 10%, one will give you 13%, and one will give you 16%. And then they do seem to stack, and it ramps super fast. So I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but some of these discs only seem to work if you have like different colors. different rarities. All right. How do you find Radis Squad? Search for rebels. Is that what you're asking? I'm just finishing Hoda Farm Get 1. Should I go for Malik and make a Darth Revan team, or should I go for Gas? I already have Relic clones. If you've already got Relic clones, then go for Gas. Malik is so good, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd probably go for Gas first in that situation if you've got the clones already relicked. It's a little more versatile team for, you know, all throughout the game. You can actually do both, you know, and work on one. You can buy crystals for those guys now. So if you're at a point in your account where you've got enough extra crystals, I think in weekly shipments, you know, if these are unlocked, you can actually buy some crystals out of here for Skywalker and Malik. And the exchange rate is pretty bad. I mean, it's what, 880 per shard. But if you go through and look at the amount of Get 1 that you have to spend, this is actually not horrible on conversion. So if you want to speed up your Skywalker or your Malik, you actually can do that now. You can get them over here for crystals if you have the resources to do it. All right, I'm waiting for a couple Zealous Ambition discs, then Dash can one-shot the teams on the first turn. Get those feats easy. Yeah. I tell you, Lord Vader is hilarious with the Zealous Ambition discs. You go in there, you do the one big hit that smashes everybody and puts debuffs on them. And if you can get Zealous Ambition, and then the one that every 10 debuffs ability blocks them, that counts as a debuff. And there's another disc that's like when you debuff characters, it put damage on them. And when you could get that disc too, you would do the Force Crush thing with Lord Vader, and the opposing characters would end up with ridiculous stuff. Ridiculous. Like 53 damage over times, 23 detonators, and ability block. So you could just walk into any team on Conquest, go, pow! And then they take a turn, and they just go, 5 characters just topple over and die. I had so much fun with that on my main account with Lord Vader. It was just insane. Need a Vanguard? Yeah, it'd be good to have a voluntary Vanguard. It's a pretty good disc. There are times where voluntary Vanguard hurts you though, so it is a disc that you have to be willing to take off when you're in a matchup where you don't want the mark. There's some matchups like that, but yeah, voluntary Vanguard's great. It's excellent. Sector 1 Ewoks isn't a bad team to try against. Ewoks are horrible, man. Stunning. When you take an attack out of turn, they stun. You take stuff like Dooku in there, it's just stunned for the whole combat. It's crazy. Clones do one clone turn, everybody assists, and then everybody's stunned. Ewoks are actually just dumb in Conquest. What Hut team comp will you use once you get Jabba? I haven't researched it yet, but I mean, like, I've seen the one with Chrysanthemum up front, and then like Leia doing all the damage, the Boosh Leia, and then I think it has Skid Lando in it, Skiff Lando, and who's the last one? Chrysanthemum, Lando, Leia. Yeah, I don't know exactly for sure, but I've got a long time to figure that out. We'll figure that out when we get there. If you've got advice, Luke, let me know. Let me know if you know of a good Jabba team that's clever or different or whatever. I'm always open to ideas. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm probably going to hop off of here. I just figured I'd get on and chill out a little bit. talk with you guys tonight. Please hit the like saber on the way out. If you didn't hit it on the way in, I would appreciate that. It helps me. It helps the channel. And TK says it's Gamorrean Guard or Embo. Embo might be cool. All right, like, subscribe, check out the Discord. Link is down below. Check out Star Wars Dad. I'll put a link in the video description. And thank you all for watching. And we'll see you in the next